is Willem. Today I'm located at the Mercedes-Benz dealership to have a proper look around at their flagship model, the most sporty Mercedes-Benz from the AMG department you can buy at the moment. Last year we already had a test drive in the new SL63 AMG, but now the AMG GT also is replaced here in 2024. You see it here right behind me. Total new design for the AMG GT is the 63 variant. We'll be having a closer look at in the interior, show you around the exterior, go a bit through the multimedia. So if you're interested in the new AMG GT, then enjoy watching this video. Welcome back to the vlog, welcome back to LRDX Cars. Today we are at Hayden Automotive here in Ghent in Sint Maartenslatem, where you see here in the showroom the new AMG GT63 variant right in front of us. Still the big twin turbo V8 in there, producing 585 horsepower, but this time they went for a 4MATIC especially. Now we already seen it on the SL63 AMG that they went for 4-wheel drive instead of only rear-wheel driven. So a bit more grip, which of course makes the 0 to 100 kilometers an hour time a bit faster. I think it will be about 3 seconds, 3.5 seconds, the 0 to 100 or the 0 to 60 miles an hour. The weight of the car is about 1600 kilos, so still quite doable for a 2+2 car, because you have back seats in there. We'll also jump in there in a minute. The top speed is about 320 kilometers an hour, so quite a good top speed. The torque number is I think about 850 Newton meters of torque. I'll put it in the video because I'm not sure if it's the right number, but 585 horsepower, big number of course. The noticeable V8 from AMG still in there. So let's dive a bit around the exterior and interior. Looking at the side profile of the car, you see the engine of the car is placed right behind the front wheels, of course for a good center point of gravity, because these are of course the race cars from AMG, where they'll be doing the 24 hours in, the 12 hours, a lot of racing. DTM racing of course also in these AMGs. So you sit a bit backward, you have the long nose in the front, but it's a bit shortened in comparison to the previous model of AMG GT, and that's mostly because of, like I said, you have rear seats. In the previous model you didn't have the rear seats, so nowadays you can take your children or your friends with you, or even have some extra luggage space in there. And you see quite a sporty looking back. You have there a spoiler that comes up if you need some extra downforce on the rear. V8 Biturbo 4MATIC, it's of course for the 4-wheel drive. Biturbo means twin turbo, 2 turbos on the V8 engine, producing 585 horsepower. We'll of course open up the bonnet in a minute to have a look at that beautiful V8 engine. And you see here the wheel design, quite a good looking wheel design. 21 inches in the front and I think 22 inches in the back. Special AMG rims with the silver around, sort of a matte black finish on them, no gloss black. Then with the Y shaping in there, very sporty. I think this car is just using steel brakes, but if you'd want you can opt to go for ceramics. Then coming here to the back of the car, I just opened it already, as you can see the lights are on. Total new design here of rear lights. And here these 3 forms in. You can even read AMG in there. Like I said, this part is a spoiler that can come up when you're driving it, of course, a bit sporty. I think when you're driving above 100 kilometers an hour, it will automatically go up. Then you see this part is still a boot. I will also open up You can put some luggage, of course, with you when you take the car for a road trip. You can read here AMG GT63 on there. You also have the 53 and the 43 variant. But yeah, I would recommend, of course, this V8 engine. Otherwise, I think it will be a 6 and 9 engine. Then you have 2 exhausts on each side. Typical trapezium shape of exhaust for AMG. But you can, of course, read here the AMG inscription on sort of a diffuser, but nothing too crazy going on here on the back. And you can see here some design elements. These are closed, of course, just for the look. Then coming here to the front, you also have it behind the front wheels. Here, this design element, but it's also closed off, not needed at this time. Then we'll go to the front. Then you can also see here a total new design here of the front nose of the car, still very sporty, with still a very long bonnet in the front. 2 new headlights we'll come closer to, and a very big grille here in the center with the striping in. Vertical stripes here for this newer model, big AMG, or the big star from Mercedes-Benz in the center, and then AMG you can read also on the side. A lot of cooling, of course. Twin turbo engines need a lot of cooling for the turbos, of course. That's why the big grille here in the front is that big. And then now for the AMG models, I think since 2024, AMG has decided to put the Affalterbach AMG badge on there instead of the Mercedes-Benz badge. Of course, this is the home base of AMG in Germany. Very known badge that you of course have seen on other AMG models, but now they put it also on the front of the car. You see it very aggressive look with the big grille here in the front. If you come a bit closer, you can see here air going to the side. Radiators also here on the center, a big one, and then here some air channeling going on the side of the front bumper to direct the air to the side of the car to, of course, cool those brakes in the front and those front wheel arches. You can see here also again, like you had on the rear lights, the 3 sort of stripes in, of course, LED lights, digital LED lights here for the AMG model. You can also read it here, AMG on the side. Cool looking design, quite like it. Then I think I'll open up here the bonnet that we can have a look at the V8 engine. Another thing you can also opt for now is a full glass roof for a lot of light in the car. It's quite pleasant if you're sitting here on the back. You can see the sun is shining here on the inside, but let's open it up and open here the front bonnet. I have the keys here on me. You can see it here. You can read AMG on there. I don't know if you can see it well, AMG. Then to open, to close and to open the boot, we'll open the car up. And then you can see the door handles are popping out. You can read here Mercedes-Benz on. Easy access of the car. And then before we'll dive here in this beautiful new interior, I'll open here the bonnet up. Opened here the bonnet up, you can see here the AMG engine V8. They always have a plaque on there because it are handcrafted engines by Fabrizio Rosati this time. Well done. In Affalterbach, of course, in Germany they make these engines. You see it total full here, the engine compartment. A lot going on, but of course mostly closed off. Some covering over needs. Read here AMG to change oil. 2 big air intakes here for the turbo. And close it back off. Let's open it back up. To have a closer look here on the inside. First open also the boot area, automatically goes. It's also quite interesting. The AMG GT always has been the car that's been quite practical for daily use, to go on vacation, and it's quite a deep, big boot you have here. You can easily put 2 trolleys in there. I think this will be the car cover you can choose to have. Then you can already have a look here. You see 2 sport seats you'll sit in, and then of course a rear bench, also dive in. Automatically goes back down. Yeah, good look here. Then you see here this car has a full tan leather interior with beautiful gloss carbon fiber details. See Burmeister sound system the car is using. Of course, automatic seats to interact with. Go down, go up if you want. Easy, you can save up to 3 positions. You also have heated seats, ventilated seats, so a lot of luxury here. On the inside here some storage space, open and close. Your door handles, you can see the beautiful stitching going all around. Then when you step in, you're greeted here by an enlightened AMG door sill. You also have it here on the floor mats, AMG. Then you have these cool, typical for AMGs, the sport seats, almost like bucket seats, that you have a lot of support on the side, but fully automatic, so that's quite nice. Then you can pull these forward, but like you can already see, it's quite tight in there. Or the seat automatically goes forward. It's mostly for children, but you can see you also have ISOFIX here, so that's an easy thing to do. Maybe quickly jump in, see if it's possible. I did it on the SL AMG, but yeah, I already hit my head here against the roof of the car, so you can really see it's not really for an adult to sit in here. I'm 1.80 meters tall, so mostly for children or smaller women maybe would fit in your smaller guys, but yeah, not for an adult. But it's nice that you have like the extra luggage space in here. Backwards. A bit easier to film like that. Before I'll jump in and go here a bit with you through all these functions you have. Here you have the start button. Just press one time to turn everything on. You see already the virtual cockpit the car has. Quickly close the door off here. You have some switches for your mirrors, easy as that. Quickly go through them. Here you have to go through home. Then you can choose between super sport, sporty or track settings. So for now I'll choose track settings. It's quite interesting. You can see G-forces, the RPMs on the side and the speed in the center. Even your track pace, maybe even you can see some parts of the track. Would be interesting. Then this is the super sports view. Now you can see the navigation is on, quite easy, and sporty, just when you want to have only your speed, the temperatures on the side, some other information about how your exhaust is, settings for your suspension, things like that. The classic Mercedes-Benz, like I had in mine. Also had a Mercedes-Benz, bought one when I was 20 years old, but I sold it, of course, to build this channel. You can see this car easily goes to 320 kilometers an hour, 7,000 RPMs is a red line. Brand new car, that's what we like. Then the temperature and the time. Then I think that's about it. Okay, your navigation view if you want assistance. For parking, I think, or to keep in lane, of course, on these new cars you have it, keeping distance of the car in front. A very, very big view of navigation, so you won't drive in the one direction. And here are some settings for a limiter, for cruise control, of course, pedal shifters this car has. This time the car is using, maybe interesting to tell you about. This time the car is using an 8-speed automatic gearbox instead of the 7-speed. And the last screen you have is about service. In 365 days this car needs a service, so that's easy. Let's go here to not classic. Let's take here the super sports view, maybe, which was nice to see. If I press here on the home, then it's to interact with this screen. You can also see the navigation on. You can go backwards, you can go upward, downward if you want. If you want to interact by this touchscreen with this, then you can pick up your phone to put off the volume, to put it harder if you want to pick up your phone for voice control, and to put it off. Everything easy on here. And then you see this car has sort of the suede on the side. Got good grip to it. You can of course also take this one and fully carbon fiber here, this underside and upper side. It's quite cool. Big pedals. Then here underneath, maybe I'll start the car in a minute. You have also a button to open up the exhausts and also to put your suspension in a harder setting. Center you have 2 cup holders, easy as that, 2 USB-C ports and a place to automatically charge your phone. That's quite easy to have. Then here under the center and the armrest you also have a place to put your phone to USB-C ports again. Easy as that. And show you here the glass roof. It can also close itself. Let's see if we can do it. Maybe the car also needs to be on for that. Then you can close it up a bit. If it's very sunny outside, you see a full suede headliner all around. Beautiful stitching going. Cool air conditioning, vents here even enlightened by Mercedes-Benz. So it's quite cool to interact with. Then I'll quickly take you here around the multimedia display in the center. Big one here in the center, I think 13 inches. Then also the smaller virtual cockpit there. Then you see here it starts by this. You have some apps about your service. Mercedes Me is to connect your Mercedes. It's quite easy. Then you can see where it's parked. Other information about the car. Some vehicle settings, like I said, to keep in distance of the car in front, to keep in lane. You have a camera, park, for track even, minute, you have comfort, something about the seats to set them, also some interior lighting, connect your phone, radio, media, then here performance and track pace, if you want to take it on track. Interesting, not to use on roads, and then you can put here some tracks in there. You see it, Monza, Algarve, Spa-Francorchamps. You can put here then the track on and you can see some of the track. Quite easy. Also do some timing for you. All nice settings on a sports car. Give a startup of the car, put the foot on the brake. And you can hear the car starting up. Go a bit outwards, have a bit of a sound. You can hear the V8 AMG rumble, quite a good sound. A bit closer. Then I can also take you here through these buttons. Now the exhaust is closed, but if you press here, immediately hear it. Exhaust is open. Put it back in normal. Then you can also put here the spoiler up. You have even the lower mode and the highest mode. Also put the exhaust open. If you go standing on the outside, you can see now is the spoiler in this highest mode. It also has like a in-between mode. Now you can see, or you can hear the valves of the car close down after the cold start. And the car is now in comfort. You also have sports mode. Then you can hear the exhaust already opened a bit. Sport Plus, then it's totally open again. You can see here also some of the changes and even the race mode. Quite interesting. You can see here on the chassis the damping of the car is different: Sport, Sport Plus, Comfort. Then you can see here the dynamics, of course, the throttle response and the braking response will depend, of course, also on there. Quickly show you here the camera, 360-degree camera. You have here some functions for your volume. Then another thing I wanted to show is here this AMG performance pack. You see your suspension setup. Here some RPMs. And then I'll put the camera, I think, on the outside. It can also have some sound to give it some little revs. That's quite a good sound. I'll put the camera on the outside. Yeah, that was already quite a nice sound to listen to, especially when you put the car in the sport mode, the exhaust opened, and especially in Sport Plus, you really hear the valves were really open. It was like almost straight to. Then you also had the pops and bangs when you put it a bit higher into the revs. It was really pleasant to listen to. I gave it some revs. I hope you also enjoyed it. But I can't do too much because we are here on the inside of the showroom. There are customers, so can't do too crazy. But for now, sitting here in this beautiful interior, very nice, pleasant place to be. Mercedes-Benz quality. I like the design on the outside. Big grille in the front, newer front and rear lights make a good look. Also on the interior, everything you want, good quality, nice sound to it. So I'm looking very forward to the test drive. I've been teasing you in some other videos already for it, but yeah, we'll have to wait. When I get the call, I'll immediately go to the seaside here in Belgium to the garage to make a test drive in it. But I couldn't wait, that's why I've done this short review already for all of you, so you already know some about the new AMG GT, maybe already ordered one. Then congratulations to you. Pick a nice color out. This nice tan interior is a good look, and especially the carbon fiber here on the inside. Also on the steering wheel I would pick. So yeah, Burmeister sound system, good quality here on the inside, always from Mercedes-Benz. Quite like it. I'm gonna get out because it gets quite hot in here. Open this car up. Now I'm disturbing here a bit the peace in the garage, but yeah, that's how it goes. Very nice car to share with all of you. Hope you enjoyed here a bit of this short review of the new AMG GT. Make sure to subscribe and leave a like, of course, and then I'll see you in the next video. But of course, the test drive is still to come, so keep an eye on the channel, guys. Big thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next review. Bye.